Hi, Demi here. Now, Ubisoft's NFTs have just launched and it didn't go so as well planned for Ubisoft as they thought. We're going to get into this. What exactly happened? How much are these NFTs now selling for? Let's get into it. Well, everyone sure did not seem to be on board with Ubisoft Quartz and its blockchain-based NFTs for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, a series of limited edition cosmetics that would be claimed in the game, but at least for now it appears that it just isn't gamers who really don't care about them, it's NFT collectors as well, also known as NFT bros. As pointed out by Apex Legends senior character artist Liz Edwards on Twitter, the entire market for resold Ghost Breakpoint NFTs appears to just be $400 total. Epic fail. Liz Edwards says, how are the Ghost Recon NFTs doing? I've looked at the two third-party marketplace support site links, and there seems to be 15,000 total. 0 in the last day on one site. Am I reading this right? Yes, Liz, you are reading this right. It is completely soft. Now, Ubisoft partnered with Tezo for the project, and its currency Tesnons revealed that the entire volume of Ubisoft Quartz right now is 94. I have no idea what that is. It's like T3, I think it's Ethereum. No, it's Tezons. 94.49 with the exchange rate of Tezons of $1 to $4. That's just under $400 in total volume. Hope I read that right. I'm not used with Bitcoin. So, and it appears to have only been 15 total sales of Ubisoft Breakpoint NFTs. While Ubisoft was not trying to make money on these NFTs initially, it was more or less of a proof of concept idea because it was giving all of them away for free. The complete and utter lack of resale market seems to show there's little interest in Breakpoint NFTs from either gamers or NFT collectors. Yeah, NFTs attain value from a bunch of NFTs believing they have value. I'll tell you what, they don't have value, so they sell and resell and balloon their price to extremely high levels. That simply isn't happening with Ubisoft NFTs, it seems. Now it says, why not? On the gamer side, barely anyone cared. Yeah, gamers don't care about this. The concept of Ubisoft Quartz was roundly rejected by most gamers, so that left maybe a small collection of die-hard Breakpoint players interested in claiming them. But 2 of the 3 NFTs required 100 to 600 hours of playtime respectively to claim them, and apparently 2 of them were not even fully claimed by the time the clock runned out on limited offering. The interest simply isn't there. It seems like a combination of general distaste for NFTs, the high playtime requirement, and the fact that this is Ghost Recon Breakpoint, hardly the most popular game in the Ubisoft catalog, 2 years after its launch. We're just gonna read this. It talks about the NFT collector side. On the NFT collector side, here's a simple question that probably explains the lack of interest. Why would you bother with NFTs in a video game you have probably never played, nor heard of when you can find an infinite amount of speculative assets elsewhere? Why would an NFT enthusiast be interested in Ghost Recon Breakpoint helmet that requires 600 hours of playtime to claim when you can look across the rack of sellers hawking cartoon sharks, smoking blunts, and such that are somehow worth tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars? Even if I'm trying to not dunk on NFTs here for once, the fact remains that there are plenty of NFT options out there that are much more accessible to collectors than these Breakpoint ones, so why would anyone on that side of the market bother with them? And it appears that no one is. Recently, Ubisoft doubled down on the idea of NFTs when CEO Yves Guillemot questioned about the project launched in the grand plans about Web 3.0 and the metaverse, implying NFTs were only the beginning of Ubisoft's push into that space. We'll see if the actual performance of Ubisoft Quartz alters that idea at all, minus the actual dollar value of Tezen market created here. Ubisoft has a lot of PR among gamers for this move and appears to have gained little credit or interest from the crypto crowd at the same time. So yeah, no one cares. So let me just wrap this up. No one cares about Ubisoft's NFTs. Gamers don't, NFT bros don't, no one does. In fact, I don't think NFT bros actually play video games. I think they mainly just collect NFTs. You know, like Butters on South Park, Return of COVID. I think that this is an epic failure for Ubisoft. They failed so hard yet again. They do not know what gamers want. This is not what gamers want. Even the developers didn't want this. No one at Ubisoft wanted this except for that CEO and a bunch of executives thinking they could give NFTs away for free, prove that gaming NFTs are really, really good and there's value in them. Now, I'm just gonna say this real quick. I'm probably gonna wreck Ubisoft's plans, but most cosmetics in video games have no real world value. Let's be honest, they have no real world value. And the thing is, when you buy a cosmetic on a video game, it actually has no real world value, okay? And that's like these NFTs. They have no real world value. They're just digital items. Personally, to an NFT bro, I think they see that these NFTs have no real world value and they don't want them, and also due to the fact that they probably see it, as the article said, that a picture of a shark smoking a blunt probably has more value than some cosmetic item that has no real world value in Ubisoft as an NFT. So yeah, this was a failure. I think Ubisoft should move on to something else. They're not selling that well. There hasn't been a sale in the past day, according to that article. This is laughable, and I've just got a tip for Ubisoft. Focus on what the gamers want. If you focus on what the gamers want, Ubisoft, they will spend money. And that is DLCs, a Tom Clancy Splinter Cell remake. There is tons of stuff you can do right. NFTs failed for gaming. I know there are NFT games, but let's be honest, they're never gonna be big. They're never gonna be big. That is pretty much the story for today. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, and comment down below, and let me know what you think about this. And if anything else comes out about this, like the Ubisoft CEO crying because his NFTs failed, I will probably cover it, though this could be the end of Ubisoft's NFT venture. Anyway, I am Demi. I'll see you all next time. I'll be back later this week, most likely. Goodbye, everyone. See you all next time.